lion inside. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold, stood a mighty flat rock, all craggy and old. And under that rock, in a tiny full house, lived the littlest and quietest, meekest brown mouse. He was so very tiny, so incredibly small, that nobody noticed him, ever at all. He got trod on and sat on, and missed out for stuff, ignored and forgotten. Yes, Mouse's life was tough. Meanwhile, far above, on top of the rock, times were quite different. It was Lion O'Clock. This huge, toothsome creature made sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. He was head of the pack. He was shouty and tough. He loved showing the crowd he was made of strong stuff. Yes, all were impressed by this mighty King Cat. If only, thought Mouse, I could be a bit more like that. Then late one dark night, in his Minnie Mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped into his head. He jumped from the covers and held up a paw. I've got it, he said. What I need is a roar. I mean, what if this mouse with the weeniest squeak was a little bit more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of the fuzzy brown mice, but he'd make friends and join in, and life would be nice. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar, and I will learn it now. But, oh my gosh, there was only one beast who could teach me this thing, but might make him a feast. It was time to be strong, take a chance after all. Forever was such a long time to feel so small. So he made himself brave, and he fought like a winner. He set off to the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do, but if you want things to change, you first have to change you. The further he climbed, the closer he got to the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippity toes, he suddenly found himself nose to nose with... Pardon me, wake up, Mr. Lion, you've got company. Mr. Lion, what I've come for you is, do you think you can teach me how to roar? A silence befell, that twinkling plain. Lion opened his eyes and puffed out his mane. Time slowed right down, while it felt like a week. He opened his mouth and let out a eek! The lion was shaking, his paws all a fumble. He was backing away with a scrambling tumble. Don't hurt me, he whimpered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, my goodness, this lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mouse peeped, I'm a friend, not a foe. Let's rock this together, we'll have fun, don't you know? That was the magical moment for sure, when Mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice, and he learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or to shout. And from that day and always, the two were a pair. They both liked the rock better, now the rock was to share. The mouse, while still little, felt big in his head, and the lion, he still roared, but with laughter instead. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside.